Hey, welcome back to the channel. Jill here from Ask a Vet Tech. Today we're going to be talking about hearing loss in dogs. For elderly dogs, the cause often comes from a degenerative change in the nerves found inside the ear or the joints between the tiny bones inside the ear. These can be damaged by inflammatory arthritis, just like joints anywhere else in our body or theirs. This is similar to hearing loss we see in older people. The changes will likely be gradual. Symptoms will creep up, and you may not notice them right away. Another reason that hearing loss happens in dogs is their dog has an ear infection. A physical examination can reveal large amounts of debris in the vertical ear canal. The debris found in this area of the ear are put on a slide and examined microscopically by a veterinary technician. Usually we find yeast or different types of bacteria, although ear mites are occasionally found. Once a proper diagnosis is made, the correct treatment can be chosen to cure this infection. Dogs with extensive ear infections may need repeated treatments, which usually involves flushing the ear debris, sometimes under sedation, and applying appropriate medication. Infections that do not resolve with treatment may have an underlying cause such as allergies, thyroid disease, or adrenal disease. If the infection has caused hearing loss, the deafness is usually temporary and it resolves with treatment. Keep in mind the ears sometimes look super clean, yet there can be a deep down infection in the horizontal part of the ear canal. It's also important to note that ear treatment medication can, but rarely does cause hearing loss, and that hearing loss can be permanent. Hearing loss can also occur due to a cognitive disorder. In veterinary medicine, we've seen several aged dogs acting kind of senile. Many of these senile dogs also have hearing loss. As your dog loses their hearing ability, you might find them kind of ignoring your cues, such as not sitting when asked, failing to come back when they're called even though they know this command. They may also seem confused by their surroundings or by your request to do something, and they might present with a head tilt looking at you directly because what you said may have not sounded anything like they've ever heard before. It might have sounded completely different. Your dog might become unresponsive to sounds that used to excite them, like a squeak of a toy or even opening the treat jar. They could also fail to return to you when you call their name. You might find that they sleep more deeply. This was the first real sign for me for Charlie when he was losing his hearing. We would call him, and he would just stay under the chair where he was sleeping with no response. I reached under the chair one day to touch him, and he flipped out by me wanting to engage with him. He did not hear me at all. Your dog may also not be disturbed by loud noises that once have scared them in the past. If you see any of these symptoms, it is imperative to take your dog to the veterinarian. They can make an accurate diagnosis and rule out any other root causes. Now, while training your dog, it is a good idea to include hand gestures for behaviors related to safety, such as come, sit, and stay. These hand gestures can not only keep your dog out of harm's way, but they can redirect them when they're heading into traffic or near a moving tire. With hearing loss comes additional danger to them keeping themselves safe. Sometimes the trick with hearing impaired dogs is simply getting their attention. Stomping the floor in your home can help a sleeping dog be woken without startling them. I use a flashlight at nighttime to call them back in the house because I let Charlie out into a dog run, and this method for Charlie goes really, really well. He goes out and goes potty, and he sees a flashy light, and he knows it's time to return back to the house. Or sometimes I'll just flash the porch light to get his attention. Another option is to use a dog collar designed to gently vibrate when you press the remote control. With proper training, your dog will learn to look at you or come to you when they feel the vibration. There is no need for a shock at this point. Simple vibration will work great. If your senior dog is suffering from some hearing loss, they may be starting to lose their eyesight as well. This is where you must practice patience if they seem to be ignoring your requests. It's not that they're trying to be stubborn. It's more likely that they cannot see or hear what you are asking of them. Maintain a positive attitude and communication with them in ways that they can understand. With these simple and practical alterations, you can be sure your hearing impaired dog enjoys their senior years in a safe and fulfilled way. If you haven't seen my video on anxiety in dogs, check it out. There's a playlist right here. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, I'm here for you. You're here for your pet. Have a great day.